So I don't know if you know, but the Washington Post is only a good newspaper sometimes. All news in general sucks hard right now because it's all corporate. And although the Washington Post did an excellent job when they did a story on me, so that was nice. That was good. They got that one right.
I get all my news from the Times-Picayune Intelligencer.
So who doesn't? So here, I don't know if you remember. So there was a Trump rally that there was violence, right? There was so there was this woman. Well, first of all, we all saw this picture, right? There was a woman who got hit with an egg, and people are like, "Oh my God, they're so violent, they're throwing." But what they didn't show you was this picture before, right? So there's this picture, and there she was flipping off and taking video of. She's flipping people off, right? Not that you deserve to get egged because of that, but there is a mitigating circumstance to the egg coming her way, right? So there she is flipping off people.
Oh, she provoked the egg?
So but we never heard that, right? And then, get this. So then the Washington Post runs this. This is unbelievable. They run this story. The Bernie bros are out in force harassing female reporters. The latest ugly episode, and they include that picture. The Bernie bros are out harassing female reporters. What? And they put that picture. That's the Washington. First of all, using the term Bernie bros in your news article kind of is a tip-off that your news article might be a piece of shit. Tip-off. When you're using a bullshit talking point from one of the campaigns to smear the most liberal senator in the history of liberal senators. Yeah, he's a misogynist, that Bernie Sanders. According to Washington Post, they even have a picture that has nothing to do with anything in there of a woman getting egged. Don't you want to trust the Washington Post now? So after that was pointed out, they didn't retract that story, the bullshit Bernie bro story. What they did was they put this up that says, editor's note, an image that originally accompanied this post on the Fix's main page and appeared in a video depicted a woman being egged. Given the headline and context of this post, the photo could have been misconstrued as a reporter, which it was not. It was of a Trump supporter at a rally last week in California. The photo has been changed. Why was that photo included in that article at all then? They didn't say, why was this photo included in this article? This is from a Trump rally a week earlier. And Bernie bros harassing female reporters? That's people online sending mean tweets and Facebooks and emails to people. Guess what? That happens all the time to anybody who's in public life. It's a nonstop, all day, 24/7. It's part of life now. People can throw spitballs at you in anonymity now. People can do that all the time. And that's all it is spitball. There's nothing. You know, on Twitter, you can block someone. You can mute them. On your email, you can do the same thing. By the way, you don't even have to go on those things, and you can live a perfectly healthy life.
You know, whenever I Google woman getting egged, I get porn.
What search engine are you using?
What's Google? Google?
That's a Google.
So there's your Washington Post. And
Can I see that picture again of her flipping them off? I mean, it is so. I mean, this is just incredible. Look at that. Look at those dimples.
All American. Doesn't she look?
Yes,
she looks very all American.
She does. Her hair is done. She's got great nails. And look at that.
And so now there's a guy, and she's coming into someone's neighborhood, and they're saying, we're going to get rid of the Mexicans and the Muslims, and we're going to screw you over. We're going to use the power of the government to do it. And she's white, and she's doing that in your neighborhood, in your face.
With a policeman a couple feet away from her.
Right. And so, you know, if someone came into if there was like an Occupy, if there was someone came into my neighborhood and said they were going to get rid of white guys, and they had the power of the guy who's going to be in charge of the government behind them, say, we're going to get rid of you white guys. I don't know. And you're sitting there flipping me off in my own neighborhood. I don't know. That's pretty ball. You know, it's like when the KKK, the Nazis would always march through Skokie, which is a Jewish suburb in Chicago. Like the ultimate Antagonism, the ultimate you could do. They're going to march through the guys who committed the Holocaust. So that's what this is. Okay, so Washington Post, great job, by the way. Washington Post, fantastic. Couldn't be doing shittier work. Fantastic. And by the way, there'll be no repercussions. No one will get in trouble. Whoever that horrible reporter was who wrote that headline, who even wrote the story, nothing bad will happen. Whoever put that picture in with this story that has nothing to do with anything, nothing bad will happen. They'll probably all get promoted. Because that's the way it works. Because they're committing malfeasance. We retracted. Because they're committing malfeasance in aid of the establishment, and there's never a price to pay for that. So congratulations to Washington Post. And I know if I worked at the Washington Post, I'd be very. But that's almost every day with the Washington Post, right? So people who work for these mainstream news organizations really don't give a fuck anymore. They're pretty shame. If they have shame, they've learned how to numb it, like a prostitute does when she goes out to prostitute. They take heroin, a lot of them, because it helps them numb what they're actually doing. So I wonder how many actually people work at the Washington Post or at NBC News or CNN. I wonder how many of them are on heroin.
What, it numbs?
Numbs the shame.
Oh, gee, I thought it enhanced the sex.
No, numbs the shame.